Hello learners, it's me, Miss Jessie. Today I'm going to be teaching you all about scissors. There's 3 parts to this lesson. First, I'm going to teach you the safety rules for scissors. Second, I'm going to teach you how to get your body comfortable and your hands and arms comfortable for cutting. And third, I'm going to teach you about the different materials you can use for beginning cutters to advanced cutters. So let's get started. First, you need to know that scissors are not a toy. They are a tool. They're a tool used for cutting. So the first rule is scissors are only used for cutting paper. Yeah, you got it. This is paper. This is what you cut. Should you cut your hair? No. Should you cut your clothes? No. Should you cut your toys or furniture? No. The only thing scissors are used for is paper. You got it. Rule number 2. When you're walking with scissors, make sure that you have the pointy end covered. Just like this. You can practice walking to your comfortable spot to sit like this. Scissors have a pointy end and a round end. And we want to make sure that only the round end is up. If you walk with the pointy end up and you tripped and fell, you could potentially poke yourself or poke someone else and they could get hurt. So make sure when you're walking with scissors, the pointy end is down. Yep, the pointy end is down. All right, now that we know the safety rules, let's get you ready. When you want to use scissors, it's important to get a comfortable spot to sit. I'm sitting on the ground, and it's good for me because I can have a natural way of keeping my elbows down for cutting and my hands in front of me. If small children sit at a tabletop that's too high for them, it can feel awkward for holding and cutting and trying to keep your elbows up, which is not our natural way of cutting. We usually cut with our elbows down and our hands right here in front of us. So you could sit on the ground with your legs crisscrossed like this, or if that's hard, you could sit on the ground with your back against a wall or a couch to support yourself, or you could sit on a chair with your body away from the tabletop so you can naturally have your elbows down here. All right, next you need to learn what to do with your hands. So give me a thumbs up. Your thumb goes in the smallest hole of your scissors. So your parent can help you. First put your thumb up, and your parent can slip that tiny hole over your thumb. Small hole on top. The big hole is for your fingers on bottom. That's how your scissors should be. Thumb on top and fingers on bottom. And the next thing you want to do is get your helper hand. This hand is going to hold your paper. And you should be holding it right down here with your elbows down and you're ready to go right in front of you. So someone could give you a piece of paper or you could pick one up by yourself. Like this. Now you're ready. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you are a few different materials, from beginning cutters to advanced cutters. Beginning cutters are just learning to open and close the scissors as well as move the manipulative into the scissors. So the steps you want to teach are open, put it in, and close. And that's as simple as that for beginning cutters. Make sure they have their shoulders relaxed, their elbows are down by their side, and they're working really right here where they can see in front of their lap. They open, they put the straw in, and they close. It's super fun because the straws jump everywhere. You can have fun cleaning them up after, make a game out of it for counting pieces, and it's easy for learning to open, put it in, and close. All right. The next thing that we have provided you guys with are small cards that are used for snipping. And this is a fun one because it's a small piece of paper that is easier for students to manipulate. And again, all they're doing is opening and then closing their scissors on the line or somewhere on the side of the paper. So open, put your paper in, and close. Open, put your paper in, and close, just like that. Once all of the snips have been made, you can tape it in the back and make a fun hair person, or a fun little, whatever you want to call it, tape it in the back. So we've provided that. Some other simple things that you might have at your house are a toilet paper tube that can be held at one end, and then the scissors put in and closed. Scissors in and close. Scissors in and close. That's kind of a more advanced because this is harder to manipulate than a small piece of paper. After that, the next thing that students should be working on is multiple snips. So this is just a sample paint strip, and you can see there's lines on it. So you could encourage your student, again, it's a small piece of paper, so it's easy to manipulate. But you would encourage your child to open the scissors, cut, snip, and then open them again and cut further to make the full line. And you could do it again. Using verbal cues is really a nice way to help your child rather than doing it for them. So open, put it in, and close, and then again open and close. So now that's more advanced because you have to do 2 snips in a row to get all the way to the bottom. And the final step I'm going to show you is cutting out a circle. Circles are the next step because it involves manipulating your arm as well as opening and closing your scissors. So for this, you would do the same things about encouraging your child to open the scissors, place it in, and then close. Now for us, as adults, we have learned to move our paper as we cut. But for children, you really have to teach that to them. So open and cut and move the paper. You might even help your child by saying, let go, move the paper for them, and then hold again. And then keep cutting on the shape. So you can see this takes a much more advanced level of being able to manipulate this arm and manipulate your scissors to cut around a shape. But with lots of practice, with snipping and cutting lines and cutting different shapes of lines, your child can do this if you guys work on it. And then after cutting shapes like circles, the next part would be to cut shapes with edges like a square or a rectangle. Okay, I hope you guys had fun learning about cutting, and let me know if you have any questions. Goodbye!